What's up, guys? So we're on day 3 for this 31-day video challenge in the month of July, and on today's video I kind of want to talk about what my top 5 motorcycle accessories that you could purchase for a motorcycle, in my opinion. But before I get into all of that, I would like to settle a debate. What is the best motorcycle purchase that you have made? And while you think about your answers, I will go ahead and list mine off. You know, when you guys think of them, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and I'll respond to every comment. But I was kind of thinking of which order I should go, from 1 to 5 or 5 to 1. I got 5 of them. 4 of these, you know, I believe that they're a must. The 5th one, not so much. But I mean, I can do without it, and I'm sure other people can too. But let's get into it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and start with the number 1 thing on my list, and that being the cruise control. I put the cruise control on a couple years ago, and I have not looked back since. Like, I absolutely love it, especially with the type of riding that I've been doing, traveling. Like, it really helps on the longer trips where I can just set the cruise control and just kick back and relax, you know, enjoy the ride. I mean, I use it every now and again, just on these back roads like I'm going on right now. Not so much on the smaller commutes, but I'm extremely happy with it, and that's like my number 1 thing. Moving on to number 2 would be my quad lock that my phone is currently sitting on right now. This one is the wireless charger, so you know, it keeps my phone charged at all times. I do got something going on. My phone, it keeps wanting to go into slow charge mode, so I got to figure out what's going on with that. But I mean, other than that, it's an awesome accessory to have. I run my GPS a lot on my phone. I run my music, so you know, that stuff, it can kill the battery pretty good, but not while it's on the charger. The 3rd thing on my list would happen to be my battery charger. I got the Noco 40, I believe. I could be missing something on there, and not 100% sure. But I haven't had to use it personally to jump my bike. I had some battery problems. I think after the 1st year that I got it, I didn't have a battery tender, and I ended up getting a whole new battery, so that hasn't been an issue to where I would have to use it. But I do use it to charge up my batteries for my GoPro cameras, my Insta360, just little odd and end things like that. I let a buddy use it that I met out in South Dakota. His bike was dead, and just hooked it up on there, and after a few minutes of it charging, the bike fired right up. Unfortunately, he ended up having to go and get a new battery after that. From sitting overnight, the battery, I'm assuming, was junk. Moving on to number 4 would be my Lexan tire air pump. That's also another one of those things that I haven't had to use, and just use it for charging stuff up. And with both the battery charger and the Lexan, like, it kind of takes a while to charge up the stuff that I use it for, but they work pretty good. Okay, I lied. I have not used the Lexan on the Harley. I've used it on the kids' dirt bike, bicycle tires, my wife's car. The thing comes in handy when you need it, you know, especially if you're out riding around, you end up getting flat, picking up a nail, and you gotta plug your tire and air it up real quick. Moving down to number 5, I like listening to music while I'm riding. You know, I don't have to listen to it, but it does make the ride a little bit more enjoying. You know, just kicking back, relax, jamming out some tunes. Said I didn't need to get this, but I wanted it. You know, I got the Cardos, you know, I can listen to music to that. With that being said, I got the Flex Audio 2.0 Bluetooth speakers tucked right behind my fairing. You know, some people would think, oh, well, why is it so low on his list? But like, the past couple of years I've kind of had some problems with it, and that's really the only reason why it's that low on the list. I think I would prefer the other 4 over that. But the problems that I've had with it, you know, I've had the thing for like 2 years now, and out of those 2 years of having it on the bike, I probably only used it, I'd probably say 7 months. I mean, we got a short riding season here in Michigan, so, and I figured that it wouldn't have gotten messed up just in that short amount of time. I'm not bashing them, they're a great company, you know, they fixed me up when I needed it. But the first time it messed up, the amp went out. I sent it out, and then they sent it right back. Worked fine. And then last year, I was riding into work. The power just cut off, and like I kept messing with it, and just could not. I checked the fuses, and the fuse was good. So I don't know. I ended up sending it out, and they got it. They emailed me back, and they said that it was working perfectly fine once they got it. And what it ended up being, the power wire was all messed up, so they sent me a brand new power wire and got everything all hooked back up, and I'm all good to go now. So I just wanted to kind of go over the top 5 purchases, in my opinion, that I'm glad that I put on the bike. You know, if I were to start all over again, like, these would probably be the things that I would put on there. But, you know, before you guys go, you know, make sure you guys leave it down in the comments and share what you guys have on your bikes, like what your best motorcycle purchases were, and like I will respond to every comment. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's episode. Peace.